Hey, what's up, everyone? As you see, right from the title, right in front of your face, my discussion today, something that's based on the Bible, or there's something that they say they came from the Bible. Israel, skin cancer rate, second highest in the world. And the most important facts, ladies and gentlemen, is this article was posted May the 13th, 2003. It's the reason why I'm going to get to that. Here, let's look at this. My links right here. I don't see nothing about Israel's skin cancer rate as we go up here. Israel's skin cancer rate, second highest in the world. That's the article I'm reading now. And they say the second highest. Skin cancer treatment in Israel. Let me click there and see what happened. Oh, let's get into the facts of skin cancer. Look how this lady look right here. I guess she's supposed to be an Israelite, huh? Going back, skin cancer treatment in Israel. It is taking you to a website to say the skin cancer. I guess it's serious there. The medical establishment devoted hospitals to this issues. Let me go back in the list. Israel develops skin. Watch. Israel develops cure for skin cancer. Okay, so no one else in the world has heard about that then. The whole world should be knowing about this if Israel has developed skin cancer. Let me go down this. Go down further down the list. So you see, since it's the second highest in the world, we don't see much internet content about Israel's skin cancer. I wonder why. Is someone keeping this under wraps? Alright, so let's begin reading this article. The skin cancer rate in Israel is among the highest in the world. But they say that's their homeland. We're going to see people who lived in that part of the world later on. So, the Israel Cancer Association reported yesterday. Remember, this is 2003. More than about, roughly 16 years ago. At the end of 2000, there were 3,631 skin cancer patients in Israel, and around 200 died every year from the disease. The Skin Cancer Association held a news conference, so that's huge. They're going to hold a news conference to discuss how to combat this skin cancer disease, marking Skin Cancer Awareness Week during next Sunday. So they give them a whole week to recognize skin cancer. During the week, the association and the health ministry, health maintenance organization, and hospitals will do free examinations for skin cancer in, a whopping 300 outlets, or basically 300 locations. So they're taking that skin cancer ailment extremely serious. But again, they say that is their homeland. I know it's hot over there. I don't know how hot, but I know every time I see Israel, I see the blazing sunlight. I'm sure you do too. Every time they show Israel, I never see a cloudy day over there. Alright, continue on. Israel is the second after Australia. Again, the people in Australia, we know that's not their homeland. We know they came in and took over the land from the Aborigines. So we know right then and there, Australia is number one, and they will admit to you in their face that they are not native to that land. For occurrence of malignant melanoma, which is a skin cancer disease, according to the Health Ministry report covering 1998 to 2000, there are 14.8 cases of malignant melanoma in Israel per 100,000 men, and 14.4 cases per 100,000 women. So you multiply 14.4 times that 10,000, that'll give you your numbers. This is less than half the rate in Australia, but higher than in North America, which over here, again, many Americans are not native to this American country, So the ones who are not native and they have very bright skin, they get pulverized by the sun, especially in the summer climate. It's a little bit better in wintertime, but definitely during the summer they get pulverized by the sun. Double the rate in European Union, where it's cloudy at from what I know, and up to 14 times higher than on all other continents. So it's serious there. Dr. Mikaya Banaya, director of the Health Ministry Cancer Registration Unit, says the high rate of skin cancer in Israel is because of the large number of people from Europe and North America. But they say they are Jewish. They say they are the seed of Abraham, whose fair skin is vulnerable to the desert climate. So they're letting you know they are not indigenous to that area. You are a guest in that part of the world. You are a guest to the African continent, and let's be frank, I know we call it Middle East, but come on, that was a European term coined by Europeans. They did not want to give that, they did not want to call it Afro-Asia, which it really is. A better term is Afro-Asia. They did not want to give the Africans credit for the area, and they did not want to give the Asians credit for that region. So they just said we're going to call it the Middle East. We did not want to give neither continent credit for that. So Middle East, do your research, is a European term, and then we run all over the place screaming Middle East, where we know Israel is extremely close to Africa. Extremely close. Whose fair skin is vulnerable to the desert climate here. Risk is increased by the dress fashions that allow more of the body and skin to be exposed to the sun than is customary in neighboring countries. He said genetics can explain only about 10% of skin cancers, and even then, mainly among Ashkenazis. Give me Ashkenazi Jews. The high cancer rate in the 90s are a result of careless and excessive exposure to the sun in the 70s and 80s. He said the growing awareness of the disease and ways to avoid it, both by doctors and the public, may reduce the skin cancer rate in Israel from 2010. I guess to the present now, they probably reduced it. But again, they get the skin cancer because they wear clothes that expose their skin to the sun. And like I said, later, I'm going to show you an enemy of the ancient Israelite people who are indigenous to that area. We're going to see how they look. Dr. Banaya said 990 new patients were diagnosed in 2002, a similar figure in 1999 to 2000. From 1990, a clear trend of rising skin cancer rates was noted among men and women here and in many other countries. The Health Ministry reports the largest group of skin cancer patients among people of European and North American origin. It really should be European, because the people of North America, they came from that Europe area. So meaning many of the people getting pulverized by the sun are the Europeans, not the African Americans, not the Asian Americans, not the Hispanics, but the European people do not belong over there. That's not their region of the world. Then among those born in Israel, 400 new patients. People of African origin, only a mere 40 cases. And if they're of African origin, and they say African origin, they did not say full-blooded African, so they could be pale-skinned Africans. Of Asians, 25%, and Arabs, 15 cases. The darker the skin, the lower the skin cancer rate. Since exposure to the sun is the main cause of skin cancer, most patients get the disease in the face and back of the neck. 56% of men. Sorry for that. That's my phone, good people. 56% of men who got the disease, and 40% of women in the arms and shoulders. 70% of men and 24% of women. So the shoulders is more hidden from the sun. And legs is 16% of men and 20% of the women. Alright, so that's it, my good friends. So I wanted to show you people who were enemies for the most part, and sometimes allies of the ancient Israelites. I typed in, as you see up here, even up again, Canaan people, the Canaanites. Let's look how some of these people who call them in that region look today. Let's see how they look. You see? Look at their skin. It's not pale. Another one. Look at the people. Look closely. Brownish looking. You get my drift. You catching on. You see how they look. There we go. Now, these are official governmental people, but we see how the typical Canaanite look. Here's some of their art. Phoenician bust from the Phoenician period in Spain. Tradition had that the Phoenicians founded the city of Gaza. But in this particular, I typed in Canaan people in Google and it brought me this. But you see, regardless, Afrocentric. Canaanite of today with ancient, another Canaanite from that region. Here's some artwork. Black Canaan, the first settlements. I'm going to show a couple more, then I'm done. I'm not going to show no modern artwork because the modern artwork show the Canaanites looking like this. Or in this case, it says the people of Israel enter Canaan. That same man right now getting pulverized by the sun. And you see, that's not no ancient art. This is recent art of the people who call themselves the Israelites. A couple more. You see how she looks? She got the dreadlocks, got a big fat nose and big lips. I'm going to stop right here. This attractive lady right here. Syro-Phoenician woman, as we saw the artwork from the Phoenician period. You see how she looked. Before I go back to the article, you see, my good people, I typed in the word Canaan people, and that's what it gave me. So, before I close this discussion, Israel, second highest cancer rate in the world. We got an idea how the modern people of Canaan look. If those people from Canaan was dealing with the Israelites, and I'm sure back in that time, they didn't have no suntan lotion, no sunscreen block. How do you think the true Israelites look back then? There's a certain group of people who like to take credit for everything in the world. Now, I'm not going to say who they are. But, going back to the top of the article, Israel, skin cancer rate second highest in the world. Are the people in Israel now, are they the true Israelites? So, if you like my discussion, please give me thumbs up. If you don't like it, I can take whatever you want to give. Please give me your comments about what you think. Israel, second highest skin cancer rate on the planet, and that was in 2003. They're not going to let you know what it's like now. And you saw, I showed you the recent Google search. It said nothing more. Alright, so thank you all for stopping by. You take care. Have a wonderful day. And the most important thing, since I'm a spiritual channel, continue reading your Bible, your Torah, or whatever you have, and continue to pray. Take care.